Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I have a little bit of a surprise for you. One, I did the installation of the mirrors, which I'm going to share with you guys here in a little bit, but I also rearranged some of the things in the house, including the dining room area, which I'm also going to be sharing that. So the first part that I'm going to be sharing with you guys now is going to be how I hung the mirrors. So first things first, I am going to roll out my brown paper, which I previously purchased the roll from Home Depot. The next thing that I'm going to be doing is taking that mirror frame and I am going to be tracing it so I can have a lifelike stencil of the mirror. So now that I have traced out the outline of the mirror, I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Now that I have the stencil cut out, I'm going to be repeating the step, but instead of me cutting a single, I'm going to take that roll of brown paper and I'm going to double it up, and then I'm going to be placing something heavy on there. I didn't want to put the mirror again. I just used one of the little vases that I had around the house just to kind of hold the paper down, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut it. So now this is going to be the important part. Now that I have the stencils cut out, I'm going to be taking each mirror and I'm going to be etching out the stencil of where the hooks are going to be. The reason why I etched out every single mirror is because the placement of the hooks are very different on each mirror. Take the pencil and trace it over the hooks, and if you can see, you'll see the impression of the hook. When it goes onto the wall, all I'm going to do is take the nail and put it right into the middle. So now I'm going to start with taping each one of my stencils up on the wall. It'll give me an idea and also gauge all of the measurements that I need to properly place each mirror up in their proper place. I like using the blue tape. The only issue that I found that it really didn't hold the brown paper up against the wall, but it comes in pretty beneficial because it will not pull any paint off the wall. So I just say add a little bit more tape. Guys, so here is the wall. It's not 100% complete. I am going to do a few more measurements. It's not perfect, but it's giving me an idea of how the mirrors are going to be looking before I put them all the way up. So very similar to what I was explaining to you when I was tracing out the paper. If you look to where the nails are going to be at on each one of, this one is definitely off, this is higher. You see each one has a different space, so that's why I trace each one separately. So basically what I ended up doing is this. When you see the wainscoting is already centered, so in between each box frame I'm gonna have a mirror up. Now I'm not 100% complete with this. What I am gonna do is get a ruler and measure from the wainscoting here up and make sure it's the same. Wainscoting up, and then again repeating the third one, and then I'm gonna measure the space in between to make sure everything is right. But I do love it. I think it's really good. And then I'm gonna get a level to make sure that the tracing of the nail hooks are going to be leveled out also, and then I'm going to retape the paper. But at least I have an idea of exactly how the mirrors are going to be looking like. So I have enlisted the help of my oldest son, and what I'm doing now is taking the level to measure out where the hooks are, and also measuring the lower level where I measured from the wainscoting up to where the mirrors are going to be at. This was very tedious, but it was worth it because I only put one hole for each hook, and normally there'll be 5 or 6 in the same place. So I definitely was able to salvage my walls from so many holes. It's so much harder now to reach you. So now it's the next morning. I did go on ahead and I hung up 2 mirrors, but for this video I went on ahead and I saved 1 more mirror, so when I got up in the morning I can go ahead and install the last mirror. That way you can see the installation. All I did was take the nails, put them into the stencil of where the hooks were going to be at, and then I removed the brown paper around the nail, and then I placed the mirror on the wall. It was that easy. So it definitely took a little bit of time to get all of the measurements correctly, everything down the way that I wanted, but it was definitely worth the time and the effort that it took to hang up the mirrors. I got the idea off of a video, I believe it was Wayfair. They were doing a gallery wall. I think they had about 20 frames. Stylist literally cut out 20 of these little paper frames. I remember thinking to myself like, OMG, that's a lot of work. But the one thing that I realized is normally with something like this, I would probably have 5 holes where it should be, and it would just be a hot mess. So it definitely was worth me doing it the way that I did it. So definitely, if you're hanging something, it may seem like a lot, but I would tell you to put forth the effort to do it, because it does cut down putting so many holes into the wall. Number 2, the same brown paper that I was using to do the mirrors is the same brown paper that I use when I'm doing measurements for like the table, or even like the bachelor hut, so I can get measurements to get the glass cut for the top. So that brown paper, I purchased it from Home Depot, but I believe Lowe's sells also. It's sold in a roll. So now I'm gonna go ahead and share it to the dining room table. I am so excited. So the dining room table that's in the room now is the dining room table that was over by the kitchen. This is an Ashley table. Unfortunately, Ashley no longer makes this table. What I will say is the table looks 10,000 times better in the dining room area. You can really see the wood grain on it. You can see the color. The settees look brighter. The space is just so much inviting, and I really do love it. Our last dining room table was okay. I just didn't feel like it fit our style currently. It went with our previous house. We had cantaloupe color walls, really dark furniture, but then when we moved here, we decided to go pretty light with most of our stuff. So yeah, I'm really happy with this space. The mirrors look really good. The dining room table looks really good. I am going to be changing out the 2 chairs in here. These chairs are going to be going on a new table that's going to be going in there, and then I'm going to purchase the chairs that match the settee to go into the space. So I'm really excited about that. So before I go, I wanted to go ahead and share a quick clean with me. So first things first, I am going to be spraying the table down with the spray weight glass cleaner. Now that my tabletop is looking right, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my Dyson and start to vacuum. Once I get the vacuuming done, I am going to pull out my Swiffer and just give the floors a really nice cleaning. Now, when I was moving all of the furniture into the room, I did clean the floors and I cleaned the baseboards, so I'm not going to be doing that in this video. and like the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.